How's it going, my friends? Back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about cell phone cameras, specifically the new iPhone SE 2 versus carrying around a digital camera with you all times. So I've been getting a lot of messages. I actually got like 3 last week from people asking this exact same question. Should I upgrade to a digital camera from my smartphone? They're saying, people saying, hey, listen, I'm carrying around my smartphone everywhere. That's what I'm using. But I feel like if I want to be a professional photographer or want to step up, and take better pictures, I should maybe spend the money and go to a digital camera. So first off, let me back up. So when I first got into photography, before I even bought my first camera, I started with an iPhone camera, okay? An iPhone is what basically opened me up to the whole world of photography. I had it with me all the time. Obviously, when the iPhones first came out, they were like, the camera was great, compared to what was out there. And I started documenting my life with the iPhone cell phone camera that I had in my pocket. It kind of taught me to start to look for things in a creative way. It started to, teach me to pay attention to light, the direction of it. It started to, like stoke this fire of interest in like going out every single day and documenting things in a creative way. And I think there's so much power in having a cell phone that has a decent, or even nowadays, great camera on it that's just with you all the time. So I think nowadays we need to think about this like logically. Obviously, there's not going to be a cell phone is not going to be a replacement for a professional camera. Absolutely no way. There's many things that a professional camera does that a cell phone will never do. Okay, mainly, the quality of the lenses, multiple lenses, different situations. The sensor is so small. The quality of low light pictures will never be that good. You won't have the same amount of control over your light, etc., etc. There's a lot of different things. But for somebody that's just going out there and just wants to document their life, these cameras in these cell phones are incredible now. They shoot 4K video. They shoot extremely high quality pictures in good light and decent light. Even in the higher level cameras, $1,000 plus, they're starting to get into like night mode, which actually does look pretty good. It's definitely not a substitute for a professional camera. But if you're just going out there just to look, just to see everything through your day and just document it all, capture what you're doing, I think that this new iPhone SE 2 is an unbelievable deal. It really is. I just bought one on Friday, or last Friday, or whenever it just dropped the other day, and it's getting delivered on Friday. I've got like the mid-level version, 128 gigs. It was like $450. That's crazy for a pocket-sized great camera that you can keep around with you all the time. Now, you guys know me. I carry the Z50 with me pretty much all the time. If I'm not doing professional work, it's with me pretty much all the time. But there's times where I just don't want to have it with me. Like if I'm, say, we're going to like Six Flags or something, during the summer. Or we're going somewhere where I just can't have something like on a strap or something that, I can't really totally put in my pocket if I'm wearing jeans or something like that. My iPhone camera is what I use, and I'm constantly taking pictures with it. Like I said, I started with that, and it stoked the fire of creativity for me. So there's a lot of value in just having whatever you have with you. And that's why, I talk a lot about, it's not the price of the gear, it's not even the specific gear, it's just making sure that you have a camera on you at all times to document. Because there's been some times where I have missed unbelievable photos that, man, I wish I could go back there and grab just because I didn't have a camera on me. And that type of thing will never happen nowadays because at least I have a cell phone. So I think if you're in the market, if you're in that kind of weird place where you recognize that you like taking photos, but you don't know if you should spend $1,000 or, $500 on a used camera or something like that, something to bring around with you all the time, really think about it, because there's a lot you can do with a cell phone camera. There's actually a photographer that's on Instagram, this guy 13th Witness. It's 13th, the number 13th Witness. And this guy, man, I've been following him for years on Instagram. He actually built up a lot of his brand, like the initial momentum and the initial push into photography. He built that up just shooting everything with an iPhone. That's it. And that's the thing is, if you're a true creative and you have a true vision and you're really in love with looking for the differences in things and finding the things that are interesting around you, and you're looking to document things in your own way, it doesn't matter what type of camera you have. Anything will work. So I think that you need to look at these new iPhones that are coming out, especially the budget ones. I'm not a big guy or a proponent of spending thousands of dollars on phones. I mean, I'm just not. I think it's unnecessary. I'd much rather spend that on camera gear if I need it. So, but this new budget phone, and like less than a $500 price, you can get a great camera that you can just have with you all the time. Something to think about, guys. And if you're buying that, you don't have to drop the whole. You're obviously getting your cell phone and the camera lens packed into it, but you can kind of figure out, hey, is photography really what I want to do? If you're being pushed to go out there every single day and even just shoot photos with just your cell phone camera, after a while, you know that it's the right time to upgrade to a full camera. But I'm always the type of person that always, like, I try and steer everybody away from spending more money than is absolutely necessary and only spending money on new camera gear and lenses and stuff like that after you've truly outgrown what you have. These are just a few thoughts I had. I mean, I hope it didn't ramble too much, and I hope it helped somebody if you guys were sending me questions and asking about that. As always, I'm always available to answer any other things. So if you have questions on this, you want my recommendations, just drop it in the comments. And yeah, till the next video, my friends.